I received a question regarding using the Amtech 162-piece multi-tool set. It's stock code F2830. The question was, you've got 162 bits in here, obviously it can do many things. Can you show me some typical uses of them? So I've just got a drill, felt polishing bob, a silicon grindstone and a grinding burr here. And I'll just show, oh, and a cut-off disc. So I'll just go through these in turn quickly. Very powerful tool, adjustable speed, right up to 30,000 RPM. So it does spin at a very high speed. So when you've got these accessories in, these are a must to protect your eyes. So safety goggles on. The tools fit in the end here in this chuck. And there's a button here which you depress. And then as you turn the chuck, you've locked the spindle so you can put the accessories in. So we'll start off with the polishing stone, screw it up finger tight, use the supplied spanner, and on the two flats on this collet nut, hold the button down where my left thumb is and tighten the chuck up quite tightly. Okay, it's now ready to go. There's an on-off button here, and you can adjust the volume where my thumb is, and you can hear, if I have it on the lowest speed, you can see it spinning probably about 1000 RPM. As I rotate the dial, the speed increases quite a lot. There's no right or wrong speed, you choose what's appropriate for the bit you've got in and the material you're using. So if there was a rough edge on this spanner here, I could So I've just taken basically the sharp edges off there, and this is a piece of mild steel that you get on a spanner or a metal part of a casting. So that's one use. So again, press the button in, lock the spindle, undo the chuck, and now let's put the grinding burr in. If you wanted to put a name on a tool, or maybe it could go on a pet collar with the house number and phone number on. So again, unlock it, start the tool up, and then use it as a handheld engraver. Just very quickly, I just engraved cat on the spanner. Why, I don't know, but it just shows that you can use this. You could put a house number on, you could put James and the home phone number, or it could be a key for a garage and you want to put a code on there. So very useful to be able to engrave. Let's change it again. So that's two items. We'll put the felt polishing item on here. This needs to run at lower speed because you're polishing. So if I just took my watch off, and you might have scratches on the clasp of your watch, if you start it up slowly, you get 2 pots of the red polishing compound. Just put the end of the felt in at low speed, it'll soften up the polish, and then you can increase the speed a little bit. And use it to polish out marks on silver, jewellery. And you can see there, in literally 10 or 20 seconds, I've put a high sheen on there from the polish. And the more time you take, any minor scratches on a watch case or a bracelet, you can get rid of them. So that's a very useful accessory. You get 4 different size felt burrs that go on the end here, and they just unscrew, and there's a piece here with what we call the pigtail thread. It's just got a threaded end on there, and you screw the felt polishing mops on the end. So that's another use. And then we could go to the cut-off, which is quite a handy one to use. You might be doing modelling, you might have a piece of tube that you want to cut down to size, and this one especially, the goggles are important. Start it up. It's cut through a piece of thin wall copper pipe, so that's going to be quite hot, so I won't touch that. So you can use it to cut off aluminium, copper, brass, even small nuts and bolts, a small steel bolt on there. The final one, if you undo this end nut and take this brass collet out, put a smaller one in which comes in the kit, and then you can put one of the drills in. You get 4 collets in the kit, so we can now put the drill in here. So tighten that up, and just to show you, I'm not going to drill right the way through it because it'll take too long, but you can see here, even with light pressure, I could drill through this piece of steel using one of the high-speed drill bits. So there you have it. We've used the felt polishing mop, we've used the sandstone, we've used the grinding burr, we've used the cut-off disc, and there's a high-speed steel drill in here. So very useful tool to use for arts, crafts, modelling, DIY, all sorts of uses. I hope that helps. If not, go to amtechdiy.com, and we look forward to answering your questions.